So here are some easy ways to detach from your narcissistic parent. So I wanted to keep the episodes coming on coping skills to deal with your difficult or narcissistic parent. And look, I could totally talk endlessly on this topic about why your parent is narcissistic, how it happens, but I know the most valuable things we learn are how to cope now. And a really great key skill is detachment. It's a famous concept from honestly dealing with an alcoholic parent. But I think in a personality disordered narcissistic parent, it follows a lot of the same markers as an alcoholic. For example, they're often charming and personable, and then like the alcoholic parent, they abruptly change their personality. Now, it's not due to them getting drunk, it's often a hairpin emotional trigger. And detachment doesn't mean you just suddenly cut off all ties with your parent and feel nothing about it. Actually, it just kind of means creating healthy emotional distance and space when you need to protect yourself from their behavior. The famous quote on this is emotionally distancing yourself with love. So, as people like me that have experienced some type of emotional abuse or physical abuse with a narcissistic or difficult parent, we've learned often that we constantly have to be involved with them to help them solve their problem, stop potential fires, help them, pacify them, etc., etc., etc. An example might include avoiding the narcissist getting upset, being entertaining to pull focus, or helping take care of other family members that the narcissist estranged. And when I was first learning about this concept, detachment, it was overwhelming because it was the opposite of how I dealt with these situations. I mean, I was basically doing whatever I could to prevent the fire, or AKA the argument, from happening. But think of detachment more like the horizon. It's something we're aiming towards, not a goal that we have to hit perfectly. And one tactic in detachment is keeping a loving distance. And a simple example might be just not calling the narcissist right back after they've gotten upset at you about something, aka the hairpin trigger, or not canceling your entire day when they want you to drop everything to come help them and it isn't really an emergency. And when they say you're ungrateful, not taking that to heart. Now, that doesn't mean you won't be angry or frustrated in the moment, but being able to recognize their response is almost like a childish tantrum. It's not necessarily something they might really mean. And we're not seeing it as a bad thing to focus back on yourself. It's sort of like what they say on an airplane where you're supposed to put on the oxygen mask first for yourself before you put on it for your child. There can be a very unfamiliar component of dealing with this and doing that in your actual life. So hope that makes sense with detachment. See if you can try the next time a narcissistic person triggers you, maybe not in the most intense moment, but in a more of a mild moment where you're starting to notice frustration or urgency start to come up. Seeing if you can emotionally distance yourself from them and the situation with love. And again, we use some examples, but that can be just delaying an action you're gonna do for them, that can be taking physical space from them, or that could be not sending a text or making a call right away, or it can be actually calendaring a little more for yourself in your week, even though part of you is used to being on call for them. So hope some of these ideas start your wheels sort of spinning. And if you ever need more support about this, definitely seek out and get more professional help. You can join one of my coaching workshops. You can find a therapist in your local area, because we know all these skills are much easier said than done. Stay tuned for more on this topic, and like and subscribe. Thank you.